Hello, class. So this week we're on chapter 3, and for our discussion this week, we're asked to answer three questions from the discussion. So the first one being, what advice would you give to managers on how to handle their own anger and other negative emotions at work? So my personal advice that I would give to managers um, regarding on how to handle their own anger and negative emotions at work is to simply kind of like to pretty much take a break, I guess, from work during the moment. So obviously, when you get angry, you're not really thinking clearly. So usually, uh, as a sergeant, or I used to be a sergeant in the army. So usually, when I would get angry, I wouldn't really, kind of express my anger during the moment. I would much more just rather just step outside and kind of just cool down before I actually make, some decisions during the moment. Um, yeah, I would say just kind of, take a little break and kind of just relax, because you don't obviously think clearly when you're angry. The second question being, what advice would you give to managers on how to handle their anger and negative emotions felt and expressed by their direct reports? So this one, I'm assuming by when they say by their direct reports, kind of like, like reports that they get, that could either be negative or reports that they actually get regarding them and their anger. Um, so the advice I would give for this one would be kind of go along the lines with the other one. Kind of to not let your anger interfere with how you're actually going to be you know handling situations at work. Um, I do think by the direct reports they mean like reports regarding them. Um, usually at work I would try not to take things personally because it is work at the end of the day. So I think that all the emotions felt at work should be left at work, and kind of relaxing and thinking about things is kind of really the only answer I could think of for that one. Um, the third question being, what has been the most productive way for you to deal with your negative emotions? So for me personally, um, I do enjoy going to the gym, whether it be twice a day or once a day at least. Um, so for that one, I would say just finding an outlet to kind of release your negative emotions, and in my case, it would be the gym or working out. Um, I think that this is an effective way to handle your negative emotions because you're kind of using that the negative energy and the anger that you have. You're using it to kind of motivate you and fuel you for the gym. Um, so yeah, I think that's one productive way, at least personally, that I deal with negative emotions. Um, and yeah, thank you for your time.